This ain't no joke, no f***ing chef.
Gwan Squad.
I'm so sorry, squad. You're stuck with me because James has lost his voice for about 2 months now. I'll try to be as funny, but it's not looking up. Today we are at, what is this place called? Today we're at Jamaica Food and Drink Kitchen. I need a sign. But we are gonna learn to make sushi with Jordan Chuck.
So, it seems like they have a nice selection of a bag of different shit for your cooking. So, come support local people like Tuxi.
Welcome to Jamaica Food and Drink Kitchen. Can I see the hands of those who have been here before? Yay! Welcome back. For those of you who this is your first time, welcome. Nice to have you in our space. We are going to Japan this evening with passport to Japan with Jordan from Born to Belly. Anybody familiar with Jordan Chuck?
Yes.
Yeah. Have we had a sushi before?
Yes.
Oh guys, I need you to liven up. Yeah. I'm not appreciating these very little sounds. Are we excited for sushi? Yeah. There we go. Thank you. We've got Jordan with us this evening. He is going to be walking you through this really great menu. We have all different sorts of things happening tonight. We have some ramen, you have miso soup, you have sushi rolls, you have teriyaki, so you're going to have a lot of methods, a lot of different ingredients, a lot of techniques, and hopefully you'll be able to then go home and try make some sushi on your own. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad skill to have, right?
Is there any kids in there?
Yeah.
We're just walk around. Have fun. The only thing I'm asking is that we all be safe. So who doesn't know how to boil an egg? Pay attention. First we boil the water.
Okay.
We all know how to boil the water? There we go. Let's boil right into the next one. The rolls. So let's start with the rolls first, or do you want us to make the simple miso soup first? We can just make miso soup. I mean, I need help, guys, right?
Miso soup, yeah.
Also with a pot of boiling water. Miso paste, which you have with miso paste is fermented soybean paste. You have many different kinds of soybean paste, just like you have many different kinds of soy sauce. You kind of want to get the right one. So whichever local store you're going, ask them if it's the one that I use to make miso paste, miso soup, which is usually a white miso paste, and you can tell how it looks. This usually looks like this. A lot of other miso pastes or fermented bean paste would be darker or
Red.
lumpier or grainier or something like that. Which, not to say it won't give you the flavor. I've done it with them before. It gives you a very nice flavor, but just the consistency is a little different. Where you can get miso paste in Jamaica, Hans Mart is probably the best bet. Hans Mart is in Marketplace, which is our local Japanese store in Marketplace. Sometimes Fresh Approach has it. Other than that, you don't know, trust the Amazon. Might not make it the same night, but following week you can make it. This shit ain't fair. Come and fight about it. That's what's up?
I don't like eating hot so burn my tongue.
Come on, before
Ready, squad?
Alright, so no double dipping. Everybody can take a. So, 2 ingredients. Hard to spend.
Wow, yeah.
Hard to spend $1,000 on a miso soup now. Water and 2 ingredients, right? The Japanese, a little bit about the Japanese. They drink miso soup. Like a Japanese family to have miso soup in the mornings to open up their appetite for more.
What are you thinking so far?
I think JJ has proven himself by making miso soup, so I'm ready to have some more.
And that's going to be our base for our ramen. So if you take a look, we have We're gonna have obviously a boiled egg in our ramen. We're gonna have some kanikama, which is crab sticks. We have udon noodles, and we are going to make our chicken yakitori, and we're gonna add it to our ramen at the end. So it's gonna be a pretty.
Get a close up of it when you cook.
Ramen. So 7 minutes egg. iPhone or Samsung. Let's see. There we go. So that's about a waxy egg at 7 minutes exactly. That's usually how I run to the water. 7:15. So anytime you want a waxy egg, don't forget your 7-minute rule. Boil the water first, not when it's not boiling. We'll do that. But to make this particular roll, we're going to turn our seaweed, what's this, vertical? Horizontal, vertical. We're going to turn it long ways. Alright, as you can tell, the rice is already sticking to my gloves, so I have to constantly just kind of. I'm taking up a very small egg-shaped roll. Now, I don't want anybody to squeeze it, but we're not making Play-Doh. And when you squeeze it, making sushi has a lot to do with technique versus ingredients. I can give you this rice, and we can make a roll, and it can be 2 different rolls based on just how we even lay the rice. I'll give you an example. If we were to press this rice too much, and we press the rice, then the rice grain gets mushed. So then when you eat it, it's going to be like dumpling versus a sushi roll. And then everybody's like, oh, they probably added too much water in the rice. No, it has a lot to do with just your technique. No. Here we go. Very small egg. It's very sticky, but it's also very light. I don't want to squeeze, I want air in between. But it won't fall apart because of how sticky it is. We're going to start in the middle. I'm going to give you an even log across the nori. And then with your fingertips, I want you to walk the rice. So I'm not using a flat surface, and I'm not pressing the rice because I don't want that
Dumpling.
to happen. I don't want a dumpling, exactly. So I'm going to use my fingers and kind of just walk the rice down. And then usually you want your edges to be covered. And then that's it. Again, it's very sticky, it won't fall off the paper. I don't think. Yep. And this is what we're working with. Now, I'm gonna grab a stick of cream cheese. Oh, that's a big stick. Can you just reach that plate for me out the fridge, please? The scallion that we have outside of the rice is the rice on the outside. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of sesame seed, scallion, right? And then I'm gonna grab a piece of salmon, right? I personally like to take out this dark piece, which really and truly doesn't make a difference when you're putting it in a roll that's cooked. And then I kind of just strip it. So you see I'm evenly placing everything, whether it's the cream cheese, whether it's, you want to kind of evenly place it because you will get a roll with a little piece of salmon in there and one with no, right? Alright, so there's 2 ways to roll a roll. There's one without a mat, where you literally roll it, but we have to make sure, key, rice has to touch seaweed. So if I put too much things in there and roll it where the rice didn't touch the seaweed, as soon as the knife touches it, cut, it will fall apart. So, rice, seaweed, James, sticky part, don't put too much in, so you can, you know what I mean, and get it folded. So you can continue just doing this and then pack it, but I don't want to do it that way because I want to show you the other technique. The other technique is you place on your mat 1 inch away from the edge. So you see I have this little lip. This little lip here will be my tucker. I'm going to use this to tuck everything back in the roll. So maybe you can see a side profile. Come on this side for me. And so look at exactly what happens. So I put my 2 thumbs under here, grab here, because if I didn't, this would probably just slide away from me, which I don't want to happen. So I grab here and I fold over. Can everybody see at the side? The same 1 inch lip that I'm leaving, look what happens. That 1 inch lip is going to go and tuck everything back inside the roll. The first tuck is the most important. First tuck is where we get everything to be tight and not flabba. I don't know what other word to use. So that's our first tuck, tight. Everything after that is brought up. Lift. Take a note that it's not really, in my head, I don't think of the roll as a round. I think of it as a box, a square. So on the top where my finger is, so this is one side of my box, this is one side of my box, this is one side of my box. Obviously the bottom is on the other side, right? I take up this and I pull this forward. I'm rolling my lip, but I'm turning my top to my side. So I go up, my top becomes my side. So what happened here? And again, if I look, I automatically know that the rice is going to touch the seaweed. So then it's must seal, right? And I can do that process again. I can turn my top into my side and my side into my top. Or I can just hold it and roll it out. Right? So that's the technique to try. Ready?
You're so funny.
That's not bad though. Come on, guys.
Good job.
1, 2, and okay. So also to plate, to make it look pretty, you have a sushi roll, you cut it like this. You can just make a staircase out of them by just pulling, 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 pulling,
Stop
pulling,
it.
pulling. That's how you get your sushi roll. Right? That's how you get it in your plate, right? Right? That's how you get it. Or if we were to just put everything back together, then we can, what did I call it one? The staircase? I don't know which one this one going to be, but maybe a lazy staircase. Or the ramp.
This is the other famous one.
This is the, you know, the handicap ramp. Or you'll get it looking like that.
Okay, okay.
Or we can just be creative and
Aww.
turn it into something like that. You know what I mean? Alright, so how many pieces do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Short one. I'm not gonna cook. Whoever gets it, gets it. So.
You know I can't manage that. Is there enough?
Go ahead.
Thank you.
And remember, we're
Actually,
all
not
making
eating
one of
one.
these rolls, so it will definitely. Oh, perfect.
This ain't no joke, I'm a fucking Irish chef.
The closure
But I need a plate. Are these our plates? Are these our plates?
I can't put mine.
Well,
Before you dumping up the thing, yeah, eat it.
Alright, perfect.
Alright, so yeah, you can set the question for
Oh, good cutting.
I like.
this is very stressful. This one is easier to cut than that one. Ah, there we go.
No, this is not fun.
This one is the cutest.
James will rue the day he invited me to sushi.
Don't hesitate, just.
Coupon that. What is that? Oh dear. He's not even finishing his cut.
Tastes good though.
I'm good. Where's mine?
Alright, let's finish cooking this.
Alright, I guess everybody's up home. Everybody knows the pot.
We need a plate. Are we using those big
Here in
plates?
the middle.
Thank you. No butter cut off, no fingers in your James. Woo! Alright. Alright, just finish cutting. Come on.
You can't cut.
I'll cut it. Come, give me. Oh, James.
So guys, look how much Tina still has, and look where I am.
James did not wait.
Hello.
Cheers. What is this?
Nice.
I don't know. It's pretty good.
Gwan Squad, thanks for watching the video. Very happy to have you guys here. Before you go, please just remember to like and subscribe. It'll mean the world to us. Thank you. See you soon.